Hello, Team DD. We are winding down to the end of the year, and I thought this would be a really neat activity. Um, so many of the things that we usually do, we can't. So you deserve to have some memories because we did some pretty amazing things this year. So I'm going to send out to you this digital memory book. So you'll see this, and it has the directions on here. I'm going to just kind of take you through this as quickly as I can. So it says, "Welcome to your digital memory book. Lots of pages are included for you. Choosing the ones that will help you choose the ones that will help you create the most memorable memory book of our school year. Before starting, add your name to the title of this file. So you will see up here, it says Student Memory Book Digital. You're going to change this to your name up here. So add your name up there, please. Okay. And each slide has directions and tips to the left. So you'll see on this slide, there are tips to the left. So if you're not sure of what to do, just like in school, if you get to that point, just read the directions. Read the directions. Okay. So some of the slides also have some things to move around, and you'll see that. I'll show you how to do that. There's a back arrow. There's tool, like we have the tools up here. This would be your back arrow. If you need to make it bigger, like right now, I can't see. I really should zoom in and make that bigger. There's shapes. There's text boxes. Okay. So we're going to take a look at this. Okay. So here's like the tips that you would see on the side. Okay, so there are 3 covers you can choose from for your memory book. Okay, there's this really colorful one, a pastel one, and then there's a really plain one. It's up to you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to choose one, and then you're going to delete the others. And just like with that first slide that I showed you, you can either move that, drag that down to the end. So like if I wanted to, I could drag that down and change the order around. Okay. I don't really like it there, so that I can move that back. See, if I hit the undo arrow, if I accidentally make a mistake, I can hit the undo arrow. So choose the one that you want for your cover. I'm kind of digging the colorful one. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to type your name in the text box right here. All right, put it right in there. The next thing you want to do is you want to drag one of these, the tags, because you're in 5th grade. Drag that into where you want it. I don't like that, so I'm going to undo that. Maybe I like the blue one. I'm going to drag that, put it where I want it. And if I like it, I'll keep it, and then I can delete these. You're also going to type in the year down here, 2019 to 2020. Maybe you also want to put the year of the pandemic or the year of COVID. All right. But these tips are over here for you to use. Again, you only have to choose one cover for your memory book. All right. And then there's a lot of really cool things. Okay. We couldn't do these. And I was really looking forward to, I love when we do these types of things in the classroom because the discussions and the things that come up are so cool to hear you guys talk about. All right. So it's a bit about me. You might want to put in a selfie here. These are really cool because when you look back at these, maybe a year later, years later, you're like, really? I like that. That was my favorite back then. So these are really cool to fill out. And again, here are the directions over here, tips for how to do that. All right. Then there's a page that it says our classroom. Okay. And you would fill in the map about your classroom, what your classroom looks like. Now, you could do this for Mrs. Dahlberg's room. You could do this for Mrs. Donahue's room. You could do this for my room. If you wanted to do it for all 3, you would just make another copy of this slide and you could do that. Okay. But you only have to do one. And if for that, you can use the shape box, bring those in, maybe the tables you used, I don't know, in Mrs. Donahue's room, they're round. In my classroom, they were square. You can design that as best you can from your memory. This is a really neat slide too. A day in the life of a student like me. All right, what do I do before school? Okay, at the beginning of the school day, during the morning. All right, so it has all these things that take you through your school day when we were at school. Okay, and then there are these teacher pages. I put 4 of them in because you kind of have 4 teachers. If you don't want to do all 4 teachers, delete them. Do the teachers you like. That's okay. And you just talk about your teachers and the things that you remember. All right, this is a great slide. What a class. And you know, you had a great class. All right. As a class, we are great at our biggest strengths. Okay, put those things in here. That's really cool. If you want, you can put a class picture in there. If you don't have a class picture, you can use this slide instead. It's the same as the one before it. It just doesn't have room for a class picture. Okay? Next, we have the moments to remember. This year was filled with memories, and here are some I won't soon forget. You can put pictures in there. You can draw pictures if you want to print this out and put the pictures on later. Just things that you want to remember. Funny things. Maybe it was a sad thing. Like activities that you really loved doing. Put those in there. So you don't forget, because when you get to be my age, you forget things. All right, more moments to remember. Okay, just like the previous slide. Then we have our let's look at some books. You know, this had to go in here. We read so much. What was your favorite book? Why was it your favorite book? Your top 5 picks for the year. Put those in there. Okay, then we have specials. You have your PE, art, music, world culture, STEAM, writing. I think I got all of them. Talk about those on this slide. All right. And then there's the slide that's lots of learning. So you, besides the reading class, you learned so much in science, social studies, writing. Okay. Put those things in there. It was a big year of growth, so much growth. All right. Those of you that were big into recess is important too. Put those memories in there. Lunch, we have a slide for lunch. Okay. Put it in there because these are your last memories of the Harker School. Put those in there. All right. Then we have a slide for special events our grade gets to do. The events that we did, we had reading with the fur babies. So make sure you put that in there. We had the the run for fun. We had that. We had so many cool assemblies. Just a lot of things that you don't want to forget. All right. And then there's a page for your friends. Put your new friendships in there, or the friendships you'll treasure, because you might not be with them next year. The best day ever. What happened on that day? Okay, maybe something really cool happened to you. Maybe you won something. All right. And this slide is pretty cool too. A keepsake forever slide. If I could choose one thing to put in a jar to remind me forever of this year in this class, I would choose. Now, if that was me, I would put everyone's sweet little faces in there, because that I missed the interaction with you. That's what I always looked forward to each day, was seeing you, watching you grow, watching you learn, but you put in what you liked. Now, our memory book could not be complete because we should have been together the whole year, but along came the pandemic. So what happened? How did the pandemic affect your family, the school, the community? So put those memories in there. Learning at home versus learning at school, the pros and the cons. Well, man, it was nice. Some of you I know woke up pretty late. You didn't have to set your alarm, you didn't have to get up early. You could eat throughout the day. You could go to the bathroom whenever you wanted. You don't know it right now, but my hair is soaking wet and it's in a towel, and I can teach that way. So those are some of my pros. Oh, also, we didn't have to take a bus to commute to school. Some of the cons: missing everyone, that social interaction, that back and forth. That was just missing all the events that we missed out on. That was just pretty heartbreaking. So put those things in there, because hopefully you will never have another year like this one again. All right. And then your last slide. I don't think I'm going to put a signature slide in there. I did it for my homeroom, but I think I'm going to leave that out because I know that your teachers have designed something especially for you for that. So this is going to be our last slide. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I really think this is a cool memory for you to hold on to. Please do it if you have any questions, if you need help, if you need support, not just with this, but in the future. You know we're here for you. You know that we love you. We know you know that we care about you. So you're in our hearts forever. Go on, build those relationships with other teachers, but we'll always be here for you if you ever need us, okay? Have a great day. Have fun with this. Think back at those memories that we had throughout the year and put them in there so you don't forget about them. Have a great day, DD, Team DD.